First things first, here are the shoutouts. Onto the video. Howdy people, and welcome to Silver Sibs. A while ago, I invited you all to participate in a question and answers video. Well, after reading your comments, compiling them all into a few general questions, answering those questions, writing a script, recording, and animating over all that, I finally have some answers for you. Let's start, shall we? General question number 1. What is the inspiration behind this YouTube channel, Silver Sibs? I'm gonna get all mushy right off the bat here and say that my awesome brothers, Connor, Peter, and James, are my inspiration for making this channel. We're all super close, shared so many experiences together, and we like brainstorming ideas for this channel. I may do most of the work here, not to brag or anything, but my brothers give me the ideas, and they're the heart of this channel, which brings me to the name of Silver Sibs. Our last name starts with silver, and we are siblings. Pretty simple. Put those together and boom, a sappy YouTube name is created. Another inspiration behind this channel is the ability to combine my hobbies into content that make people really happy. It also makes me really happy. I also just really like making stuff for this channel when I can. Alrighty, on to general question number 2. What motivates me to keep drawing and animating? I've always loved drawing, and I used art as a way to communicate when I was little. I started drawing when I was like 4, and I never stopped. I would fill sketchbooks with random pictures and even comics. It's still a part of my everyday life. When I need to vent, I draw. Anytime I got a minute of silence during work, I draw. Taking notes, drawing. Need to relax, draw. Coming up with new ideas, draw those concepts out. I like drawing, and I've been told I'm a pretty good drawer. For animating, I just think it's drawing with more effort. I know there's a lot more to it, but that's what it is for me. I really like cartoons and comics and grew up with early 2000s cartoons and styles, including but not limited to Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Powerpuff Girls, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Pokemon, Fairly Odd Parents, and early Disney and Pixar movies. I find joy in studying their styles with a bowl of popcorn and a blanket. Okay, on to what I'm sure will be the more popular question. When did I get into Sonic the Hedgehog, and what do I think of the franchise now? Sonic Heroes is where it all started for me. It was one of our first video games, so I have a special attachment to it. Connor played it a lot while I just sat there and watched, telling him which buttons to smash and commenting on how weird the red Sonic looked. We didn't know how to unlock the last story, so we never touched it again until several years later. We found it, took it out, dusted it off, and started playing it for nostalgia's sake, until we discovered the secret Chaos Emerald levels, which were incredibly difficult. Finally, we unlocked the final story, defeated the final boss as Super Sonic, and heard Crush 40 for the first time. Ever since finally finishing that game, I was hooked. I still play the games, watch the shows and movies, and read the comics on occasion, probably more often than I'm letting on. I like sketching and animating the characters, especially practicing facial expressions and dynamic poses with their simple styles. Of all the characters, I'd have to say the Edgy Hedgie is one of my favorites. Tails is also pretty adorable. And I like Amy. And Sonic. They're all pretty cool. As far as the Sonic franchise as a whole, I think it's doing pretty well. Yeah, there have been some very cringy releases people just want to forget. But the franchise isn't afraid to experiment with various ideas. What if Sonic was a werewolf? What if Sonic was a drama? How about a comedy? Hey, what would Sonic look like in the real world? What if we took the advice of our fans and changed Sonic's design for the better? What if Sonic was placed in an open world format? The franchise seems to do a lot. They've got games, TV shows, movies, comics, and a bunch of other stuff. It also has a strong, dedicated fan base, which is pretty cool. I think the more recent games have been fun, and that's just it. They're fun. I like fun. Final general question. What advice do I have for fellow artists who are eager to expand their drawing and animating skills? Create what makes you happy. I believe one's best work comes from practicing what they already have interest in. Don't worry about what others are making all around you. If everyone is perfecting that cliché bowl of fruit picture, but you want to sketch out a cool comic, go ahead and sketch out an awesome comic. Don't be afraid of critics. In fact, get used to criticism from others, but also from yourself. You're not going to be perfect right away, and that's fine. You will always have something to improve upon, which is great. That means that you will always be getting better. Look back at all those old, dusty sketchbooks you forgot about and enjoy looking through the pages, laughing and cringing at what your art used to be. Compare what you used to do to what you can do now. Also, just start. Don't wait. You don't need a lot to start learning. YouTube is the best resource I've had when learning the basics of animating. For drawing, I use a simple plug-in tablet. The programs I use are Krita, which is free, for art, and Adobe Animate, which includes a couple other apps for editing, and Audacity for recording. I like to write outlines and scripts for my videos just to organize my thoughts. I am not a professional by any means, but I do enough to get the results I want for now. It may take a while. Each video like this takes me months to complete, but keep going, one step at a time. Last piece of advice, don't give up. You will get discouraged at times, and you will experience the bane of every artist's existence, art block. But that doesn't mean you should put the sketchbook away forever. Just draw something, anything, and then the creativity will eventually flow out again. It was so much fun reading all the comments and questions. I'm excited so many people participated, and I'm so touched with all the compliments. I love making these animations, and I'm glad you guys love watching them. I really hope this channel grows, and I believe it will, eventually. Thank you all for your views, your participation, support, subscribing, and especially for your patience. Until next time, take care.